I know my chance with her is blown, but my mouth gets carried away. I'm tongue-tied, 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 tongue-tied. I get tongue-tied.
The fifth kind of woman to avoid dating, this one's a little bit controversial, is women with high body counts. And some guys might feel some kind of way about it. I know women will definitely feel some kind of way about this, because women are always like, well, what's the difference between, a guy that has a high body count and a woman that has a high body count? And I tell them this, I say, as men, we have to work extra hard to be able to achieve the kind of self-confidence and status, more importantly, that a majority of women desire to be able to get a whole bunch of women. Women just have to be like, hey, I'm available, and men will come rushing in. So that's why, of the two of us, it's not that I'm saying advocating for like men need to have higher body counts. I personally think that you should do a better job at dating intentionally to find those right women that you can actually see yourself with long term. But of the two sexes, we can get away with it better, because when women see that a guy has a high body count, the first thing you think is, oh, he must have status. Oh, wow, a lot of women like him. He must be doing something right. He must know how to handle women. Women that have a high body count, it's just like, so you're just loose. Like, you are the protector of the womb, and you are the person that has like the precious jewel down there, and you decide to just give it away like it's like cheap slots at a vending machine. Like, that's why it is. It's not necessarily the most fair thing in the world, but like there are plenty of things that women can get away with that as men in the dating realm, we can't get away with. This is just one of those things. So yeah, women that have high body counts, and I just thought about this the other day, because there was a woman that I dated a while ago, and she recently got married to somebody. And my first thought was like, oh, that's freaking great. And then I thought back to like all the times that this chick like sent me pictures and sent me videos of herself where she was like undressed. You know what I mean? And then I started thinking about, well, how many other guys did this woman send these pictures and these videos to? And, she's in her late 20s, so it might not have been a lot, but even if it was like, say, 10 dudes, that's 10 dudes, including her now husband, who have these pictures and videos of her. And now imagine if this woman had like 50 bodies. So that's 50 people that would potentially have these naked pictures and videos of her. How does that look if your girl has had like 50 to 100 bodies? And beyond just like the whole STD thing and the whole pair bonding thing people like talk about, think about what other things that entails if she has a high body count. You don't know what she sent to other dudes. You don't know the kinds of acts she performed on all these other guys, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't feel good. And realistically, I've known some women that have done things in different realms, whether it's like adult industry stuff, yada, 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 that are now married to guys that would have no idea that they were like on camera doing things or sending out things or doing whatever. But the point is, it's not a good look. So and also too, a woman that has a high body count, it's indicative of a woman that does not have self-control or the discipline to be able to choose a wise mate. Like women that are just like, I'm just going to hook up with whatever. Again, it's easier for women to have a higher body count than men. So the fact that you give it to women where like, she was giving up to a new guy every week until she met you, and she did it for like 3 or 4 years. That's like 100-something plus bodies, and she was just like, I'm just going to give it away for free. And then she comes to you and is like, oh, well, okay, what is? Like, that shows no discipline. And that also doesn't indicate that she's going to be able to stop doing that at the point where she gets into a relationship with you. And even if she commits to you or marries you, who's to say that now that she's done that for years on end, that's going to be an easy thing to get rid of, And so it's just overall, it's not a good look, and it reflects poorly on her, and it can reflect poorly on you if down the line, say she was sending like pictures to like 50 guys that she hooked up before, and then you marry her, and then you want to, you guys are walking out one day, and you guys happen to run across a guy that she used to date, and you see him like that smirk across his face that indicates like, oh yeah, I've seen her naked. In fact, I can still see her naked right now. Like, it's just not a good look. So guys, if you can help it, try to find women that have lower body counts. They typically tend to be a bit more disciplined, and they just are a better pick all around. Again, it's a controversial thing to say. You may not agree, but that's just my 2 cents on that. Your experience may vary.
Thanks for listening to the Introvert Dating Success Podcast. Visit us at introvertdatingsuccess.com for more great tips on attracting women using your natural introvert charm. Oh, yeah.